You ever want your man phone?
No, look, who the hell is Courtney?
Blood clot. You need an escort.
It makes sense more than ever to actually qualify for this World Cup. You're surely College Boy Jesse, and we're here again. This is the home of champions. We all brought together here by the Collabr App. We're here for another episode of Campus Chaos. And to introduce my classmates for the day, the far right, we have Tommy Sanchez. The one and only 47 Ronzy.
Hey guys.
Somebody late for class in the middle here. You'll fall in when you fall in. Then we have Anderson Harry.
Present, sir.
We have Travel with Zoe.
Hello.
And we have a special guest. All right, how do I introduce this guest? Here, we're going on right now. None of us would be here. None of us would be here without this guest. So much things to say about him. But the ultimate word that I would say to define this person is champion. So we have with us tonight in class, the champion, DJ Bravo.
Thank you, sir. It's good to be in class.
It's good to be in class.
Yeah.
So hear this now.
Yeah.
How much woman is enough?
But now we're going to start with what kind of thing?
I'll show you off. I'll show you off.
What kind of thing is this?
So we are not.
We in real estate, so I just let you know. I just
See the
see
number there?
myself.
47 is enough.
47.
Well, hear that, yeah?
Yeah, I'm working at that number.
We will cover that number. So when somebody asks how much woman is enough? 47.
A 47 girl.
So he's here with us, fresh off the jet. From the IPL. For those who don't know, I mean, you should know what IPL represents. It's the biggest T20 league in the world. And he played in the league for how much years? Plenty years, boy.
Yeah.
15 years or so?
Yeah, well,
And now he's enjoying retirement, but now in a different capacity, with the game. So seeing that, come from India, say a few words in Hindi, please.
what is this?
You must know something. You must know something. You must know something.
Wanakum.
Wanakum.
Right.
Oh.
Well, you have to translate because...
Namaste.
Namaste, right. I think I understand what namaste.
Or it's just...
Yeah.
For now, I say, okay, chalo. That means, let's go.
Let's go. All I hear that. I hope all learn something, right?
Yeah.
I would have known Dwayne for over 20 years, just being a fan of the game. And then on a personal level, it could be about 15 years or so when we started a vibe. But let's talk about Dwayne Bravo before success. What life would have been like, for you before success, before people know your name?
Humble beginnings, very humble beginnings. Born and grew in Santa Cruz with a taxi working dad. My dad used to drive taxi. My mom was just a housewife. To a dad who just worked taxi and tried to make ends meet. And my mom and dad have 3 kids together. I'm the last out of the 3. So growing up in Santa Cruz, I used to be this little kid used to tag along all my cousins and my elder brother. Just want to play cricket, want to play football, want to play basketball, every ball sport, every sport. I just want to be involved. And obviously cricket is the main sport that my father really loved. And I guess he grew up in the time when West Indies was really, really dominant.
Right.
So he wanted all his boy children to play cricket. And that's where it all started for me, And I can remember when I was 5, 6 years old, at that tender age, I know that all I want to do is just play cricket.
Right.
That's it.
Wow.
So that was like you started playing in primary school, you played
Santa Cruz RC Primary School, yeah, and then common entrance, passed for Aranguez. I spent 1 year in Aranguez, and then I went to Tranquility Government. And so I went to Tranquil, finished my school in there, and then straight into West Indies under 19 team. But I made the national team when I was 18 years old.
Wow.
As soon as I come out from school, I went straight into the national team. But when I was 16 years old, I got selected to play for the national team, but I broke my collarbone. And I had also wait like 2 years later. So that was the first time I cried,
Pain.
actually. When I was 16 years old and get that phone call and to represent the country, and then I can't play because of a broken collarbone. And so I felt like that time I don't think I'd get the chance again.
Right.
So I started crying, but then my father was there and everybody just like, don't worry.
Right.
You know, maybe it's not your time. And I believe that wasn't my time because 16 years old, playing first class cricket at 16, those big guys, I don't think I was, looking back, I think I wasn't ready.
Right. So everything happened for you, right, for the best.
Everything happened for a reason, so you never judge God's work.
Right. So, you achieved so much throughout the years as a world champion, a world record holder, as all these different things under your name. What would you say is your greatest achievement of all? Like, which one you think is like?
Well, apart from the birth of my kids, what I would say is my greatest achievement in sports. I win 2 World Cups. That's a special. I won the Champions Trophy in 2004. That was my very first silverware for West Indies. That was also special. I have a few good moments, so I don't know which one is better than the other.
Right.
But I just enjoy all those moments and enjoy those accolades. But for me, my highlight in my career is, like I said to my kids, is to be a good person, be a good human, then be a good cricketer.
Right.
Or a good entertainer. So I just want people to judge me based on who I am as an individual.
So that's how you want to be remembered. You want to be remembered as, So, well, tell us about, you mentioned a little bit about your dad involvement in your career. Big up, Pops. I mean, people would see, that interaction you would have with your dad on social media all the time. Tell me what that means to you. Tell me, in terms of that relationship you have with your dad, how important that is to you.
It's very important. I'm very close to both of my parents. Obviously, my mom, it would seem as though I'm closer to my dad because my dad is basically my chef, So I'm home in Trinidad. I like to eat home-cooked food. So he's the one that does make that journey to come and cook for me no matter where I stay.
Right.
And that's every day.
Yeah.
Once I'm home, every single day he will come and cook. But I'm also very close to my mom. But she is not the one who will come and be there with me 24/7 like my dad will be.
Right.
But I'm happy for both my parents because I think they instill so much discipline and so much humbleness that I get to appreciate the simple things in life.
Yeah.
And that comes from them. So even to this day, my father he's still the exact same person.
Right.
That I know
from day one.
40 years ago.
Yeah.
Nothing changed. He has 2 very successful sons.
Yes.
He could have been a father who could feel as though he's the important one. But those who know my father know he live his life like today for today. And I always wonder how he get it done, but he just get it done. Like my father he don't have money, he don't have bank account. To this day, he don't have a bank account.
And he happy.
He's the happiest man in his life. Like, and I just admire him, and it's just like, he will ask me for money if my father asks me for $500. And I gave him 700. He gave me back the 200. No, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Or he mostly asks for. He don't go beyond $300 something. You are 100 for gas.
Nice for that.
And 200 to put in your pocket. You buy a little beer and thing.
And he content and he cool with that.
He good with that.
Yeah.
Unless his birthday coming up, you can say, hey, my birthday coming up. Give her 2,000. You know what you have to do. You understand? So, and then my mom is the same thing. But she don't like to ask for anything.
Right.
So sometimes I have to remind her. one time some country I don't know where I was, and I call her. So she had a car before, so I call her, and then it's like I'm hearing car passing. Mommy, where is? Oh, by the road there waiting for a taxi. I say, what? You crazy? Where you going? I'm going downtown. Where your car? Oh, I give Sween. Sween is my younger brother. Last one.
Yeah.
Oh, I give him he have to go cricket training, so I don't want him to be late. I said, so why are you traveling? So I had to like activate
one
Mommy
time.
can't travel, so I call my
yeah.
manager. I said, boss, I need a car for my mother. X, Y, and Z, sort it out, please. So buy a new car for her. But she continue to travel.
Yeah, and not ask and not say anything.
Yeah,
And yeah. Wow.
It's good. I'm happy for my parents. They never take advantage of my success. They never feel entitled to anything.
Right.
But I want to make sure, I always make sure that they are well taken care of, and life is good, no stress.
And it's crazy because we know how busy your life could be. You rarely just be in Trinidad. You're traveling most of the year, and how do you balance fatherhood with your busy schedule?
Yeah, it's hard, and that's the honest truth, because I miss so much, most of my kids' life, most of the important things in their life, like birthdays, graduations, I miss a lot. Yeah, I have to sacrifice a lot to get them to understand the reason why it is. I have to make those sacrifices as well, because just to give them the life and the opportunity that's best for them.
Yeah.
So that they can appreciate it. But it's hard. My daughter is big now, so she understands it.
Mm-hmm.
But even with her, there were some challenges.
Right.
So it's just like, then my first son, he lived in Atlanta.
Right.
So he moved to Atlanta when he was 4 years old. So again, the balance and the challenges that, and all of them have different homes, different mothers.
Right.
So it's just
wait after that.
47.
Raise up all in.
And I come back home after split up my time. I try to spend most of my time with the smaller one now.
Yeah.
Dwayne, because obviously he's the youngest.
Yeah.
And he will, he still can't, understand why it is I'm always on the go.
Yeah.
I'm never here, but it is what it is. I try my best to be in their life as much as possible. Show them that love and appreciation, but it is challenging as well.
What would you like to instill in them? I mean, from being so successful, what happens to a lot of successful people tend to, the world would put pressure on their kids for them to excel in similar things or other things. But what kind of thing you really want to instill in your kids?
So I am big on discipline.
Right.
I am big on getting them to understand the value of things.
Right.
And don't take things for granted. So one time I had both my sons with me, and I take them to Santa Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
And I carry them to my childhood house, the house that I born and grew, right? And obviously they see the house, and they're watching it like. So my big son was like, "Dad, you used to live here?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "No." He can't believe I live. When he see it, he can't believe that I live in a house like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, "You want to live there?" He said, "No." You understand? So I get them to understand where I come from.
Yeah.
So what I have achieved now is, don't think this is what it is all the time.
Right.
Obviously they now living in a nice house, gated place and stuff. So they will experience that. But I also get them to understand the importance of being humble and be appreciative of things, because some of the things I never get growing up, they have it.
Right.
But I don't let them take it for granted.
Right.
Even my daughter as well, still have we clash a lot.
Yeah.
Because she's adult now.
Yeah.
So, and I have certain things how I see things, but I love my children and them. I just want them to be the best version of themselves. There's no pressure to play cricket, to do anything. Like, whatever you want to do, I'll be there to support it.
Yeah.
And I just play my role.
So we hear, Reza just step out, but I just want to take this opportunity to say publicly, how grateful I am for Dwayne. He has been contributing so much to my career behind the scenes, not just with me, but so much others of our peers. Like, for instance, the most valued cricketer in the world right now, Nicholas Puran, is somebody who I would have met through CPL, the first year of CPL. That was the Red Steel team. I was employed with the Red Steel team around that time and Nicholas was like 16, 17 years. Dwayne was the captain of the team, now introducing him to big man cricket. And to now see where he's the best player in the world. Pollard was very instrumental with also. So from a sporting perspective, you're very instrumental behind the scenes with the growth of so much different people and their careers. And now from the musical side, I myself have been benefiting. We have 47 Ronzy, who have a long career ahead of her. We have Tommy Sanchez, the whole team here, Reza, who have been in the mix of things. Reza just disappear on me, but he'll come back in and chat a little bit. Reza being Reza right now. Yeah, but yeah, I just want to say, we're grateful for what you have contributed and supported with all of us. We're here right now in the Homa Champions Voice and Productions, creating our podcast here, Campus Chaos, and it's all because of, his support for arts and support of talent that we have here. And to show the world that, from this little tiny country, we could really spread our wings and be the best in the world. It's not even being the best on our local standpoint, but truly, believing that we are the best in the world now. And yeah, we the best. That's our next. We champions. Yeah. So Ronzy, wait, have your mic?
Yeah, man.
So Ronzy being the face, the first, female act under the label here, 47 Productions. I want you to... Yeah, I pressure in your here. As we on the platform here, chatting with Dwayne, how has your experience been, working under this unit here? And well, Dwayne, of course, I want to ask Dwayne too, in terms of he's involved in entertainment. Yeah, one of the biggest songs that ever come out from Trinidad.
Real boy.
Brother.
For sure.
No.
Brother.
Hey, the statistics don't lie.
Ronzy can pull up these stats in terms of views.
Exactly.
The numbers don't lie. Yeah, the numbers don't lie. And I could say that in terms of the numbers, it's possibly one of the most viewed songs.
Jesus.
Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? If we check in terms of
one song,
the only person probably close to that, or probably a little more Nicki Minaj, to say a Trinidadian who have achieved that.
Okay.
But she didn't really live here as long as he lived here. So we ain't really counting that. True. But in terms of homebred talent, from a musical standpoint, Dwayne possibly have the most viewed or the most popular song that, So for somebody who's in entertainment,
Brother.
No.
I'm trying to pressure you.
Don't like them thing.
No, it's not controversial. It's just facts now.
No, the second largest is Kevin Little, 81 million. Man.
Yes,
So
you
I
are.
hear the
Hey,
stats
Kevin.
here, no? I hear the
Kevin
stats.
Little.
Yeah, there's the man with the
81
stats. It's not controversial. It's just things that we as creatives, we in a space of artists. I'm an artist. Well, Zoe... yeah, Zoe does do she thing too.
Yes.
Because Zoe,
Big up
artist.
Zoe.
We have Ronzy Tommy. This is things that we aspire to do. We aspire to create numbers. Big up Mila Caribbean. We aspire to create them type of numbers now. So it's not no controversy. It's just we're in the presence of somebody who has done it, and we had to give credit where credit is due. No. You love the culture. You love the music. You love entertainment. You created this space for us.
Yeah.
Now share with us, your plans in terms of what you're truly trying to create, with the music, with entertainment. You aren't laughing. You aren't laughing.
Man, I just live my life. I just happy with life. And I just want to be someone who could create opportunities for others and use my network. And, building this studio and investing in this studio was a dream I always had. to have my own studio. You know, when I ever want to do a song, I have to go by somebody. And most times, as you call it, a lot of people's studios is bedroom studios. And I just find we have so much talent here, and so much talent come to Trinidad. So much people from overseas come here. I think if we have something like state of the art, close to state of the art, at that standard, things can happen. You know, and my vision for me has always been something where you do it at a standard and a quality that people are impressed by it. And so I like to work with underdogs. I like to work with people who you see somebody, you know they're talented, you give them that platform to shine. Just as you mentioned, like Puran in cricket when you're 16 years old, nobody didn't know who he was. A lot of people say I should leave him in school, but if someone is so talented, man, come, let me go. You know, same thing with Pollard, same thing with Ali Khan. I saw him playing in America. And I just say, all right, I need you in my team, come, take care. And he's become a household name. So same thing with music. You know, so someone like Trinidad Killer, invest in him already. Back then, long time, when he just come out of Synergy Soca Star. You know, so I do so much for people quietly. But it always been underdogs. You know, I will not see somebody who already make it and then try to jump on the bandwagon and say, all right, I roll into this person. I will hold a hand but only with music, it's just a little more challenging because it's not really.
It's strong.
Man.
It's not like if I can real bat, I can real bat. I can real ball, I can real ball.
This music thing, I don't know. It's just too much crab and barrel mentality, and I ain't cut from that kind of cloth. You understand? I just live a life where there's room for everybody, so everybody can sit down here. There's room for everybody in everything, and what is for you is for you. So for me, whereas this industry here, a lot of people want all the shine and the glory for themselves, and they're intimidated by others and scared to give other people opportunity or scared to roll with a young artist. And I don't live my life like that. Like, you know, Pollard and I, we have 3 years difference.
Right.
You understand? But I take him.
Yeah.
Let's go. Puran, same thing. And I watch our friendship over the years. You know, Puran and I close. Pollard and myself close. My brother, Narang. That whole cricket squad. We all close and respect each other. All of us is our own individual stars in our own way. Right? But we still support each other no matter what. But the music industry is just kind of touchy. I don't want to step on people's toes, you know. So I just like stay in my lane, do my thing quietly, try to create a little impact here and there. But if I had the same amount of powers in music, in like how I have in cricket,
same impact.
Jesus,
same impact.
Guys,
same impact.
So much superstars.
But we don't worry yourself, man. We will make that happen. We will make that happen. We ain't wasting time.
Sometimes I get depressed. Sometimes I always tell Tommy, and they know. Man, I can't deal with this fucking thing again. And I tell this music thing, this thing ain't making sense for me. Let me just challenge my energy somewhere else. Let me just like. And then I remember like, God might just tell me something. I have to stay, and then I go hang around. I'll get depressed. I'll get energy again. I'll get depressed again. I'll get. That's weird. You mentioned God, boy. I really want to preach and think, but how important is like spirituality to you with everything that you have achieved? Like what? Yeah, man, very important, because at the end of the day, my blessings come from God. My blessings come from above, and I come from a praying family. Like my mom does always say, her prayers and my grandmother prayers does protect me a lot, because I'm very free spirited. I'm very like, I live life, okay, I walk on the road, no problem. I chill with anybody on the block. Like, people will be like, boy, you're not scared to go there, you're not scared to do this, so whatever.
But you taking Maxi on the bus route, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't see that?
Yeah, I saw him.
I ain't scared to do anything. I ain't scared to go anywhere, but I'm not reckless. But
Yeah.
the way I live my life, I don't feel I will attract
Yes, that type of energy.
negative people
Yeah.
towards me or somebody want to harm me.
Yeah,
Because I know I will not do anything to hurt anybody.
yeah.
You know, so I might have the unguarded moments, but I live a positive life and a clean life.
Right.
So I could sleep comfortably in the night and I could walk and go anywhere I want to go without have to look over my shoulder.
Yeah.
But I believe in God and I trust in Him a lot, and everything that I have is blessings from Him.
Right. Ken, you have anything you want to?
Yeah, I wanted
chat
to
with?
say that sport and music is similar but still different from the perspective that I feel like in music you have to play like the long game, and it goes both ways. So it come like how Champion, I just saw on YouTube is 9 years ago, but it's still something that is still cultural. Like children would still sing it. We would know the dance. As a matter of fact, when we see the amount of years, we be like, serious, so long, boy. That's how
fresh.
you would think now.
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel like it's one of those things where you just had to be consistent and you had to believe. And once you be consistent, you never know. Like it just take one hit, that's why I always say. It just take one. And once you have that platform, and you have that talent as well, you can kind of keep going now. And then what I noticed from sport, of course, depending on what sport it is, at some point you're going to have to retire, basically, boy, So then, it's almost at that point, you can't go back after that, retirement point now. So I feel like it's similar, but it's still different. So I would, encourage you to kind of like keep pushing and keep pressing, because I would also say that platform is needed, bro. Like, we need that platform, and you may not see the results like today, but people will like knowing that you have it, and like easy access too, because like that bedroom studios, as you're saying, man, making it in a bedroom. So now you have a proper state-of-the-art place that accessible. Now people could pass through anytime an artist in the country, they'll pass through, and then eventually it will happen. So that's just my little 2 cents on that.
Well, the only top artists and then whoever come in the country pass through here, they can see the walls and thing.
Home of the champion. Man.
All them signatures you see up there is some of the best in the business. So we all idolize growing up. From Beanie, Bounty, Buju,
Sizzler.
Vegas, who else again? Popcorn,
Burna Boy.
Yeah. Like all the who is who, and then that to me that is give me a lot of joy, because to see these people come here and record, work here, Dexter Dubs.
Mm-hmm.
That is something, and then these guys have the opportunity. Ronzy and Tommy have the opportunity to work with these guys on a one-on-one level. That is something they themselves might not even think they would have get those opportunity to work with some of these artists. Marshall, Bungie, Patrice, all of them pass through here as well. So I grateful, but I just hope that one day the crab and barrel mentality that stop and people just like work together and be able to create good music and let the flag fly.
That's the most important.
Zoe.
Trinidad, supposed to be Trinidad first.
Zoe's present in class. Zoe, you have anything special you want to mention to do, just from here, have you heard, I know cricket is a big sport in England. And you've been here long enough, so I'd like to believe that you know something about doing. I know you probably would know his music also.
So face.
So, I don't know if this is relevant, but just so that you understand how much I don't know about cricket. So, in Jamaica, 3 years ago, my TikTok was now, getting a bit popular. I got invited to go and stay at this hotel for the weekend that was, nicer than where I was, normally staying, right? Mm-hmm. And so I arrived there. It's got, this restaurant, and the owner says, oh, come and have dinner with me, and there was someone else at his table. And, of course, you would assume whoever else at his table might be a little bit important because he's having dinner with the owner, but I don't know who this man is, right? So sit down, have dinner, whatever. He's like, oh, this is Courtney. Cool, hello, Courtney. Like, no idea who that is. Then, as the dinner goes on now, like, they keep making these references to, like, stuff I don't understand, whatever. Talking about how he's put Courtney in the penthouse and all this. And I'm like, who the hell is Courtney? Then, like, then it turns out, like, it's, well, clearly you guys know who it is. So, yeah, it's like Courtney Walsh. I'm like, okay, cool, nice to meet you. I'm Zoe. Like, I don't know. And then, like, obviously, I go to my room after and, like, Google it. And I'm like, oh, oops. But, like, I just don't really watch cricket, so how am I supposed to know? But yeah, me and Courtney Walsh are like still friends now.
Yeah.
Not like friends, but like as in every like 6 months I'm like, how are you? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm in like India, how are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm in Trinidad. You know,
You ever been to 519?
he sent me there. Yeah, that was the first ever restaurant that invited me as like a
Nice.
you know, on like an influencer thing. Yeah, because he half owns it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Courtney Walsh is the only cricketer you know.
Yeah. But no, I actually remember the first time I heard the song, and because obviously I'm not from the Caribbean, so like maybe in England people don't know the song so much, but I remember I was at a cricket match in Barbados like 10 years or a long time ago, I don't know how long, 8 years ago, whatever, just to like watch a random thing in Barbados, and then this song came on and everyone started doing this dance and I was like, what's going on?
So you never been to like a CPL game or any cricket game at all?
In Guyana I went recently to, I think it was you know, in Guyana they had this CPL like last
So you've
year.
been there for like the final for like Cricket Carnival. That was like
I went during Cricket
October.
Carnival. Yeah, but then you know they have like different types of tickets, and they have this thing called like Grass Mound.
Right.
It's like the cheapest ticket, and it's on like this obviously grass mound. But at the time, like my TikTok was like popping at the time, so like I don't know how to say this without sounding like, oh, I'm so popular, but like basically I literally, I'm not joking, like couldn't even watch the cricket because everyone's like, oh, let's take a selfie.
Yeah.
So I literally just didn't even watch the cricket. And you know, on the grass mound, people aren't really watching cricket like that. They're like dancing and drinking, and they weren't really like watching cricket.
You
like that.
mentioned that same thing with you couldn't watch the game, and I experienced that with this one. I don't know why he's do that. We went to the Oval. This time he wasn't playing with TKR, I think it was St. Kitts, and TKR was playing somebody.
Oh,
And we went to the red stand. I go in the red stand with this man. This man can't see the game. Everybody coming for pictures.
Yeah. And it's obviously nice, like when people want to take a picture, isn't it? But then like this person came over, you know these people that interview like people in the crowd? So they came over to interview me like, oh, what do you think about the game? I was like, can't say. Don't know.
Right. Football doing a grand jam here now. We switching from cricket into. No, we ain't right jamming. Why you so? I can't jam you. But let me ask you. So they say Trinidad is, a football nation. I could differ as much as football is my sport. And I remember watching a World Cup game with you. I think Argentina play somebody. I think it's Croatia had a knockout, and I went by and we taking that game. Now we drawing closer to World Cup qualifying, right? Trinidad and Tobago would have qualified for one World Cup in the history of our football nation.
Yeah.
What would it mean to you as a ambassador for Trinidad and Tobago for us to qualify for our next World Cup?
Well, not only for me, for the whole country. That'll be a lot because, Football World Cup is the biggest sporting event in the world across all sports.
Yeah.
You know, it's Football World Cup 1, then Olympics 2.
Right.
So that's how huge the Football World Cup is. So for us to get opportunity again, the last time was in 2006, obviously Dwighty was a captain, now he's a coach. So hopefully he can inspire the guys to that. It's going to be tough with a younger squad, but again, the nation need to get behind the team, and that also helps. But it will do a lot for Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, I seriously need us to get behind the team. As you talk about the nation getting behind the team, and it's not that type of wagonist type of thing. We really need to get to understand the importance of what it could do for us and what sport has done for us. And this is another opportunity here for us to really rally behind the team. I could understand people here having. I mean, we are fans of other teams. We are fans of clubs globally. Who's Barca fan? Who's Real? Who's this? But really and truly, we should defend our own with the same type of interest now, because it's our people we supporting, and they need it, because we don't have certain opportunities that others may have in terms of the sports, in terms of football. I really want to say cricket, because cricket in a whole different category in terms of what we have accomplished now as a people. For a small nation to have the best players in the world consistently, from Lara generation to now with you all, and then now we have Nicholas Puran and we have others coming. So cricket is a whole different category. But when it comes to football, we qualify for one World Cup. We have, look, I had a friend, anytime they mention, he went to France and he went to a game and he mentioned where he was from, and the person was like, oh, Dwight York. But you all have nobody else. So basically, York have accomplished something that generations after haven't. And before York generation would have been probably 2 generations before him. That was like in Gally Cummings and Steve David, and them guys would have played at the highest level in Pele, playing with and alongside Pele, so the best of the world. But now more than ever, we need that support for this generation of football, so that we could have names like that, names that we could recognize to play on them type of levels. So, Trinidad and Tobago, the public, please come out and rally behind our team, our players, even in the local leagues, because we could find the talent from the local leagues, we could find the talent in the schools. So, they come out and support the team. We have World Cup qualifying coming, and World Cup is right in CONCACAF, which means it's not too far away. We don't have to go too far. So, it makes sense more than ever to actually qualify for this World Cup. That is what it means to me. I think we have a stronger chance compared to times before. So I'm a Knicks fan in the corner. Yeah, you watching me? I'm a Knicks fan in the corner. Yeah, boy. We had a rally behind the Warriors.
Is that a Knicks fan already?
Using my bike.
I'm like,
What go on with your team? What go on with your team?
The Knicks,
Yeah.
we overachieved.
What do you mean by overachieve?
We wasn't supposed to be there. We wasn't supposed to beat Boston.
Right.
You understand? We wasn't supposed to beat Boston. We beat Boston. We wasn't supposed to reach where we reach. We messed up in game 1. You know? And from there, that's went south.
Yeah.
But we could be young.
So the player from Trinidad who we mentioned the other day, you think you need him on the team?
Nah.
He's a defensive player.
Nah, we good.
Fighting him, man. I'd follow up with that and see what happened with the draft, because I think that draft coming up just now.
I think, yeah.
And as you all could see in front of us, we have a beer pong table. We have the champion. And he's a retired player, but now he's working in the sport of cricket in a different capacity. But this is my opportunity here now to detain something that way. You know? We not to drink nothing, but it's simple. It's along the lines of the sport that you're known for.
Right.
And it's with a table tennis ball. And we basically had to try and bounce the ball to try and get it into the
All them cup in them?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
We doing this thing. Where the balls?
You looking for balls?
Looking for balls. So I'm going to make a demonstration. I will make a demonstration.
Yeah.
Sorry, lost. We're going to take 3 tries, right? We're going to take 3 tries to get the most out of 3. So I'm starting from scratch here now.
No recess then.
I think you need to add a 1 cup there, boy.
But it can bounce twice, or it can only go in on the
How
first
much
bounce.
bounce you allowed? How much?
Yeah.
Not
How
more.
much bounce?
So that would have been like
you allowed?
disqualified anyway.
Everyone bounce, nah.
Any bouncer?
Unlimited bounce.
We don't have no recess in this class, boy.
Yeah, but one always recess.
One always recess, so they recess. So guys, recess.
Recess.
Recess
On the
time.
start late, what recess talking about?
Must have recess, Jen.
What we featuring in this recess is College Boy just on the
guys.
47 rhythm. Oh man.
Come on.
Yeah.
How boy just?
I too.
I feel I need somebody on the far side to catch you.
Sanchez.
I two that one, I'm a first try.
I too.
I two. And again on mine. I can't win this one. I think I could win it.
This one song release?
That's how they get one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on you see them YouTube.
47 rhythm.
Wait, I'm Apple Music again.
First rhythm to come out.
Greatest creation is woman. Like man complete is woman.
Look it easy.
DJ. Can't beat me no more spot.
The greatest creation is woman. What make man complete is woman. Everything so sweet but woman. Woman, woman. Being a great man is great woman. Can't damn enough for them woman. I respect and love them woman. Woman, woman.
Is that the box?
Yeah, I think so.
Love to you. Darling, it's the least I can do. 'Cause you are responsible for making we happy all I do. More than one of you I carry say. Walk out, girl, you the finest. From you, girl, I want no rest. So bust a wine, you are the greatest. I don't want nothing less. For a woman, make I man bless. Baby, he's always straight. All you bring is real happiness. Because the greatest creation is woman. What make man complete is woman. Everything so sweet but woman. Woman, woman. Being a great man is great woman. Can't have enough for them woman. I respect and love them woman. Woman, woman. I fell in love with this world the first time I laid my eyes on you. Nothing as baby girl could make me go against my love for you. More than one of you I carry say. Walk out, girl, you the finest. From you, girl, I want no rest. So bust a wine, you are the greatest. I don't want nothing less. For a woman, make I man bless. Baby, he's always straight. All you
Don't say I know what it is.
because the greatest creation is woman. What make man complete is woman. Everything so sweet but woman. Woman, woman. Being a great man is great woman. Can't have enough for them woman. I respect and love them woman. Woman, woman. Yeah. College boy Jesse. I'm in love with woman. Party ram with woman. DJ Bravo, have 10,000 woman.
Nah, you say 47. You say 47.
Ronzy, what you want to play there?
Huh?
What you want to play? I need that song on Apple Music.
Tonda. Tonda.
That's on Apple Music.
Of course it is.
Who sing it?
47.
What are you doing?
What we want to do? Nice strategy, right?
Fucking strategy.
Watch this, watch it.
What is really fun now? Is that AR?
Tonda.
Told me go out.
Can you see them? I just see gonna help
Can
you.
you drink?
You need help, boy.
Give me turn no no. Give me turn no no. Give me turn no no. Yeah.
Be my love.
Papa, tell me if you want this to be free. And I'll do me. No jealousy. Come on over. Tell me what you want, oh baby, please. Let me do me. No jealousy. Give me thunder, you give me thunder. Give me wonder, you give me wonder. Give me thunder, you give me thunder. Give me wonder, you give me wonder. Give me thunder, you give me thunder. Give me wonder. from little wine to remember. See, you got my body doing wonders. Give me ton, no, no. Give me ton, no, no. Give me ton, no, no. Be my lover. Tell me if you want it.
Yeah, so we returning from our recess. As well, I could see I lost the champion one again. Come on, you dominate both me and Tommy.
Blue.
Anderson Harry, on our far side, you have anything you want to?
Bravo. So, what would be more nerve-wracking to you in performing in front of a big crowd or bowling out the last over in a tight match?
I'm bowling the last over, that's easy. Because that is my gift there. That I was born to do. You understand? So that's natural. That's easy. I don't get nervous, honestly. I get nervous for my teammates, my colleagues in a game scenario. If I don't have full control over the game, then I'll be nervous, I'll be worried. But if it's in my hands, then I back myself.
Right. So in terms of now, the role that you're playing as a, how would I call it? For the Afghan team, you was like an advisor to the coaching staff and that type of thing. And now while you're coaching, in terms of the experience that you have now from that side of the coin, how has it been now adapting to those changes, not being on the field? Do you miss playing?
No, I wouldn't say I miss playing because I had a really good run.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy helping others develop their skills and get them to understand the game, help them break down the game. So my style of coaching is more about being able to get them to relate with me. Obviously, I just finished playing, and I never try to come across as I know it all.
Yeah.
You know, I have conversations and I give them suggestions and let them give them the opportunity to also figure things out for themselves.
Right.
You know, you still have to have that human element and that self-belief. So it's just more about communication and guidance and inspiring players.
Right. So I being a fan of the game, what are your plans, I mean, or your expectations for the next generation? I was watching the last IPL and I saw this 14-year-old performing. You know, it's not even normal in terms of what I see this youth man, the level of his confidence with the game. What message would you have for younger ones coming in, well, from Trinidad to say, seeing that they have people like yourself to look up to? Like, what advice you would have for them?
Play the game for the love. You know, a lot of people see the finished product of myself, of Polly, and whatever the case is, and they see they see the flashy side of my life, but they don't see the hard work and the dedication, the sacrifice. You know, the injuries and the doubts that whether you'll be able to play again. Like I have 5 surgeries throughout my career. 3 of them on one leg. You know, so one of them was I was out for 10.5 months, not able to play. You don't come back from those things just like that. But some of the conversation I have with the next generation, I always say to them, they like cricket, but I love cricket.
Yeah.
So there's a difference.
Right.
You know, they like what cricket could do for them. You know, CPL time come around. They get to travel the islands for free. They get a little salary, and you know, but there's more to that. I was never happy to just be a Trinidad and Tobago cricketer or just a cricketer. I wanted to be the best in my field.
Right.
You know, whatever I do. So people have to remember me as one of the best. So if you have any conversations where cricket is concerned, my name will be one of the best.
Right.
You know, so just recently ESPN put out the top 25 greatest T20 cricketers of all time,
Yeah.
and I come in at number 10
Yeah.
in
World
the entire-
history. Yeah.
in
History of the game. Yeah.
I ain't agree with that neither. You know?
Yeah. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, that foolishness.
Yeah. When you look at the stats now.
So what position
When
I
you
would
look
put
at the
yourself?
stats,
Honestly,
but you're all wrong. That stats like
if
batting and
you go
bowling
with
stats.
if you go with trophies and everything,
Yeah.
I'll be in top 5.
Yeah. Most trophies.
But I don't think I will not. I'm not number 1. I'm not number 2. I'm not number 3. But I think based on my achievements, if I go by that, I qualify to be in the top 5.
Yeah.
But I won't say I'll be in the top 3 because I will always have like Chris Gale. I will
Right.
have Sunil Narang. I will have these guys up there. So like I came in at number 10. Pollard came in at 8.
Right.
So when I retired as the highest leading wicket taker of all time.
Mm-hmm.
The second most game of all time, the most trophies
Ever.
in the history of the game as an individual,
Mm-hmm.
and also close to 7,000 runs. So if you put all that together, yeah, but ESPN put me 10. I comment on that post. I say, ESPN, you have to be joking. You have to be joking. They put Chris Gale at number 6.
Nah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is what it is, you know. But I still grateful that
Yeah, in the record books.
I'm recognized as a
time,
top 10 and reckon, but my numbers speak for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have this kind of perception as Trinbagonians. We come from a festive place and they look at our athletes as them fellas, I mean, serious, they're always partying and they're thinking. But from your standpoint, what does the balance mean to you in terms of managing professional sport and then managing being a Trinbagonian and doing the things that we enjoy culturally?
No, there's like nobody party more than me. Nobody like nightlife more than me. And none of them have more girls than me. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
But all that does never come before my cricket.
Yeah.
You understand? So I will never miss a training session. I will never even be late for a training session. I see guys as be partying and then coming next day they will call in sick or they reach late. Them things don't happen with me. Never,
Balance.
ever. No coach, no captain, no organization can say I was indisciplined. I never used to turn up for training or I missed team bus and these things. No, cricket is my life.
Yeah.
And I dedicate my life to cricket.
Yeah.
That's all I could do. That's all I know. Nothing else. And that sport give me everything. So whatever you put out to the sport is what you go get back in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you treat it half-hearted,
Yeah.
if you treat music half-hearted, it's the same thing like an artist, innit? I see some artists and thing. Boss, I see some big artists and them come and sizzle and them people and them. And hours.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Inside of this place there, hours. So you understand and them men and them make it so you understand. Even like Marshall, I roll with Marshall this carnival here. Jesus Christ, I thought I was a professional. That man, everything he achieved in life, he deserve it.
Yeah.
Because
I
if
do.
people sit down and watch from outside and they say, boy, he this and he that or whatever, he have to be that way because he only see greatness. He achieved, he strive to be the greatest in everything he do.
Yeah.
That man tell me, he will spend 2 million to win 1 million. You hear that?
Brand
he
be-
will spend 2
brand before
million to win
anything.
1 million because that accolade, that trophy, that
brand before
title
anything.
means so much to him.
Yeah.
More than money.
Yeah.
And that is what it is about. Again, even with my sport and thing is, one time with our 2 cricketers, youngsters, I went down to the Oval practicing. I stopped the practice session because I was disappointed with the way how I see them practicing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, boss, what are they doing it all their life? Huh? What are really doing it all their life? I said, how old are you? He said, 24. I said, how old are you? The next one say he's 29. I say, when I was your age, I was a household name in the world of cricket, not only in Trinidad, in the world. I say, brother,
And the lineman in his
they're
session.
taking things for granted. So I get them a blout, right? I say, this nightlife and this girls is this thing. All ain't achieve anything yet, but all they putting lifestyle in front of
The work.
the
Yeah,
work, right?
Yeah.
They listen, they stay quiet, they ain't say nothing. They respect my stuff. So that conversation took place at Thursday night, right? Thursday afternoon. Thursday night now, them days 51 was pumping, right? I gone 51 in the night. Who I can see in 51? Them same two youth men, right? So I just shake my head and laugh, and they have a bottle, tables, thing. If you see them, I just shake my head and laugh. I say, Jesus Christ. So the next day now, we had a game in Brian Lara Stadium, Friday evening. So I call them, I say, boss, all they come. They come, hear them. Bravo, here we go, and a champion. I don't mind you talk to me, but not on a Thursday night. Thursday night is a pump night. Imagine fucking. Huh? Imagine, and them don't want me talk to them on a Thursday night because I deny them half the time. They rather I talk to them on a Monday. I say, boss, something wrong with all that. It's like, is if Lara talk to me about something like that, boss, I not even said driving past 51.
How we could, I mean, you talk to them, yeah? But lineman thing so deep, it's so keen to it.
Brother, do it. I don't mind you doing it.
How do we know?
Nah, it's discipline with the lime, just see it's discipline.
Do it. I will never tell a man not to lime, innit? I will never tell a player not to lime. Even with me as the coach now.
Balance now, boy.
I'm in a position where I could put curfew on a team.
Yeah.
Or I could say, don't do this, don't do that. No. I'm not telling you anything. Once you cross the line, make sure you give 100%. When it comes to practice, make sure you give 100%. I'm not going to judge you based on your performance and whether you make runs or take wickets.
Right.
I will judge you on your preparation and the attitude towards the game.
Right.
If your attitude off,
Right.
you can't last by me.
So talent is how much percent in team selection?
10,
Talent is
20, attitude, boss.
Same thing with music.
Discipline and
Same thing with life.
Yeah, I can't deal with nobody who don't treat the sport with no kind of, they don't care.
Yeah.
And then people will not last. You know, I don't deal with that. But again, I don't know state, but my legacy is when I take that field, nobody could question whether Bravo give 100% or not. Nobody can question that.
Yeah.
I'll go and lime the night before, do whatever. But the good thing is I don't drink.
Right, so that's your longevity.
You understand? I don't drink alcohol and thing. I go and lime and come late in the...
And to be quite honest, I don't think a lot of people know that because of your personality. They would say you're having a great time and they would think, nah boy, this man had a few sips and he just like all away and having a good time. But people don't know that side now. The fact that that's just who he is. He drinking water.
High on life.
High on life.
Hear some nice music. See some nice woman.
Good vibes.
So Bravo, with the talk with the woman, I hear just you have a song and say you have 1,000 woman. You have a one child woman phone?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, you're mad, boy. I know my phone. I she phone. I don't believe in them thing. Again, and I'm not insecure and stuff, you know. So, but remember, I don't really have a woman in it.
Woman.
So I have nobody phone to go through. Nobody can go through my phone. I let a woman be herself and let's do her thing.
Yeah.
You know, I try to uplift and help her in different ways I can.
Put her through school.
Well, we know about that. We know about that. That went viral. Everybody knows this man paying school fees. You know what I mean? But
We appreciate it.
yeah, no, he changing lives, not just in the arts and sport, but he changing
All I do
lives.
is just try to help the young lady. That's it. Simple as that. Huh? Simple. Nothing, no try, no nothing. Just help her genuinely. She jump out herself, it backfire.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Where we going here now? What is it? How we looking at the class? Class done?
Give her 2 minutes again.
Yeah, 2 minutes again. Anything to close off, Ken? Anything to close off, guys? What we want to chat with the champion? Zoe, you learned something new about
Yeah, plenty of things. But what's been like your craziest fan interaction?
That's a good question.
Craziest fan by. I have so much in it, but some of the craziest things I experienced will be in India.
Yeah, boy.
One time I landed in India, and the entire immigration and customs people. I'm talking about the customs people and the immigration people.
Ooh, walking.
Who working. Stop what they're doing. And all of them just rush me to take pictures. Just like that. And I started laughing, and it's like, then okay, go. They didn't check my bags, they didn't do nothing. Yeah.
They done what?
It's just crazy over there. That over there is a different kind of level of passion and stardom kind of thing when they see us and stuff. Down here in Trinidad, I get that love too, but it's not as pop one time.
Yeah.
1 or 2 people will come and take a photo, whatever, but you literally see like about 7 officers and they in the shirt and tie. Quick. Yeah, that day.
I have one experience with him. When we went to Jamaica in 2023, we got to the airport. No, everything was cool enough. We was good, you know what I mean? I wouldn't with Jam. I accustomed to him, you know what I mean? So I think when we reach over there, officials, people who have to check your documents or whatever, I know I have to go in the line. Right? So he was like, Ronzy, where you thing on them? So I gave it to him, and I full out the thing or whatever. And then the lady just stamped the thing, and she was like, oh, yeah, nice to meet you, Mr. Bravo, thing, whatever. And we go on. But I am thinking, well, okay, so we going in the line, or we just went for the luggage?
Diplomat.
This guy, no, I never experienced that. But rolling with him, to me, is a different class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even walking out of the airport, people crazy.
Yeah.
They showed a different type of love for him. I would say, apart from Trinidad, in Jamaica, they have a serious love for Bravo. No lie.
Close by. Jamaica. Jesus.
Yeah, I think we take things for granted here, boy, in terms of value for the people that we have here. You know what I mean? Imagine like somebody of his caliber achieve what he has achieved.
Yeah.
We take it for granted because I could go to 51 and see him. You go 51, you go see Alara or so, because the country is so small and it is so, easier to come across celebrities, right, Zoe?
Yeah.
So you could agree with that, because from where Zoe is from, place so big and it's once in a lifetime you might see somebody popular. So I feel that tends to happen here, where we take people of value for granted.
No, but in Trinidad, I remember in Trinidad, no, a middle class person is like a style. You understand? In Jamaica, everybody in Trinidad, because they're more well off and decent and whatever. Because even like in Jamaica, Jamaica not as huge, but Jamaica anyway you go see a beanie, a bounty or whatever the case. But then people are get full respect.
Right.
In Jamaica, even like Reza, who was not here. One time I was going in the airport, Reza dropping me. But later, so Reza shut it down the highway, but well, police pull him over. Reza tell the officer, cricketer, late for the airport. When the man wind on his glass and look so and see me and they say, blood clot. You need an escort.
Yeah.
And they say, go away, drive safe, boss, drive safe, make sure the general read safe. But I get that kind of love, appreciation through all the Caribbean, to be honest. Anywhere I go, Guyana, Barbados. Again, I guess it's just because of how I care about myself. I just like open to the people, approachable, and just again how I play the game. Play hard, I play fair, play honest, I give it my all. And that's all I could do and ask for. But
You remember when we went to Jamaica, Jam? And we went to this uptown party and Beanie was in front. Anyway, that's a different story. But Beanie was attending the party the same time we going. We reach, right? Now, Jamaicans' party real different to we, right? The whole place was dancing, everybody doing the same moves. I don't know how, but them just love it, right? When Champ entered the room and Beanie was in front, I hear the DJ say, all music stop. Big up Dwayne Bravo. I am like, dog, how you make out this man from all these people, and he had a Malta in his hand, like, you know. So it's like the love, is that opened my eyes. Like, you know, yes, he's my manager, and I know how to move with him, but to other people in a different country, that is a whole different ball game. You know, that make me feel like, well, yeah, boy, champions are real. Champ has some name, boy.
You got to really see it.
And in India, I heard India is way worse with it.
Yeah, boy, I remember Anna and Simon was telling me about the experience they had with him in India. With security and thing, and the man can't just walk so security and
because they also love the sport, eh?
Nah, boy,
Indians love
cricket
sport.
crazy.
You have to get Anna and Simon here and get them here.
They
pull them up.
They in the schedule, man. Yeah, man. So that team 47.
Sure.
Guys, it's been a blessing, I must say.
Yeah, to sign the board.
You have to sign the
Hey,
board.
take a drink.
Good board.
That board right there. Zoe, did you sign?
Not
yet, no.
You sign after. So we get the champ to sign the board, but it's definitely been a blessing. There's another episode. This is a special one for us, you know, having
Campus.
doing DJ Bravo, you know, in our classroom. Of course, Tommy Sanchez on the far side, 47 Ronzy. He's not even sure he feels.
Hey, gone.
Anderson Harry. Special guest also with us, Zoe and the champ 47. You don't know, DJ Bravo. My name is College Boy Jesse. Big up Empire, big up KenSambury.com. We all came together by the Collabr app. And that is where we're going to be networking. This is the space for creatives. This is the platform. So join us there. And check us out for another one of Campus Chaos.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It's the clap.